blowing in. Meanwhile, the Phillies wearing their powder blue uniform tops and powder blue pants with the maroon lettering and the maroon numerals outlined in white and their P logo on the left chest of those light blue uniforms. It's a look that they wore back in the 70s and 80s and one that they brought back in recent years. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to Marcell Ozuna. Ozzie on the move. Throw down to second base. That's far too late from Rafael Marchand. And a stolen base for Ozzie Albies. And for Ozzie, that is his 6th steal in as many tries this year. Now they're going to send him back.
I think the follow-through caught the catcher in the back, and Marcel's being ruled out.
Well, that wipes away a stolen base and an opportunity for Ozuna.
To be honest with you, it didn't really disrupt his throw to second base, but the fact that the follow-through hit the catcher makes that pretty much automatic.
So now 2 down in the first inning for Matt Olson. Ozzie back to first base, held by Alec Bohm, and there's a called strike. Ozzie had gotten a pretty good jump out there. Looked like he had a clean swipe of second. But back to first base where Alec Bohm says, "You again." And he checks back in over there. 0-1 on Olson. Left-hander Sanchez set of the belt. 0-1 pitch. A little bit low and outside. You mentioned the slider and the change that Sanchez has. And outside of that, they're going to see lots of sinkers, aren't they?
Yeah, and mid-90s type sinkers.
1-1 on Olson. There's the pitch on the way. And Olson waves and misses at a slider. These lefties will get a heavy dose of that slider from the southpaw Sanchez. Sanchez from the Dominican. And a guy who was originally with Tampa Bay. Signed with the Rays back in 2013 and traded here in 2019 for Curtis Mead. Here's the 1-2. Low and outside in the dirt. Bounces away from Marchand, but holding at first base, Ozzie Albies. It's a deal the Phillies made to get Sanchez, and all 5 seasons in the big leagues for him have been with these Phillies. No score, top of the first inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first. And the pitch to Olson. Look out, a laser into the Braves dugout. Fortunately, everybody all right. Well, that got in there before anybody had time to react.
Oh, they didn't even move.
Two and 2 on Olson, looking for his first hit of the series. 0 for 4 the other night. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. And he'll take a ball outside. All the Phillies players took a step towards the first base dugout thinking that would be a called third strike.
Boy, the catcher was out of the catcher's box. He was so sure it was.
Just missed by a whisker off the plate. And Olson looking at a 3-2 count. Ozzie will be on the move here. There he goes, 3-2. That'll be fouled off. Got a slider there and had a big tilt-a-whirl swing. Got a piece of the wood on it. Light little breeze out towards right field. Overcast skies, but dry skies. Game 1 of this doubleheader. There goes Ozzie. 3-2, swung on, missed. Fanned him with a changeup. First strikeout of the game, and that ends the top of the first inning. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played a half an inning. Braves nothing, and the Phillies coming up when we come back.
You could
take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks.
There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight.
The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
144 winners through July 1st. So what are you waiting for? Hurry and play Cash 4 today to instantly win an extra $444 only from the Georgia Lottery.
While the rest of the sports media focuses on making up hot takes while you work, we focus on the Braves and what matters to you. Cellini and Domino weekdays from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan.
No score into the bottom of the first inning. A.J. Smith-Shawver on the mound, ready to face Bryson Stott, as it'll be Stott, Turner, and Schwarber for the Phillies in the first inning. First pitch looked like a good fastball, but he didn't get the call from home plate umpire Bruce Dreckman. Looking for the inside corner against the left-handed hitter. 22-year-old right-hander A.J. Smith-Shawver kicks and brings the 1-0 pitch. And Stott takes a called strike. That fastball 94. A.J. fastball splitter, his two primary weapons. He's got a curve and a slider, but it's the fastball and splitter that have taken him to new heights this season. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Stott. And a check swing. Doesn't get the call on that curveball on a 2-1 count. And these pitchers here early on finding that the edges of the zone kind of flickering there in the strike zone for Bruce Dreckman. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And lifted to left field. Eli White drifting back, looking up into the cloudy sky. Makes a one-handed grab in deep left. And one down here in the first inning. Here's the leather for Atlanta. Matt Olson at first base. Ozzie Albies is at second. Luke Williams is at short. And Austin Riley is the third baseman. In the outfield, the aforementioned Eli White in left. Michael Harris on patrol in center. Stuart Fairchild roaming right. Sean Murphy is the catcher. And A.J. Smith-Shawver on the mound. 6'3", 205-pound right-hander from Colleyville, Texas. And a called strike on a fastball. That heater coming over at 96. And Joe, when his fastball's really on, he can tune it up to 98, can he?
Yeah, he can crank it up. It might take him an inning or so.
0-1 to Turner. Look out. Swung on and missed. And the bat goes flying. Hits the screen above the Braves dugout. And then ricochets back out onto the field.
Optically, I couldn't figure out where it was going. I thought it was going straight out toward third base, and it turns out it's going to the dugout.
0-2. And the pitch from A.J. Ground ball squibbed out towards second. To his left, Ozzie scoops, fires on the run, bang, bang play. And they got him at first base. 2 down here in the bottom of a scoreless first inning. Here's Kyle Schwarber. For A.J. Smith-Shawver, he's making his 9th start of the year. On the season, 3-2 with a 3.67 ERA. His last outing, a clunker. He'd tell you that. 3 innings, 7 runs, 8 hits. Walked 3, had 1 strikeout. Got a no decision in a game the Braves lost. But that's been the only sour outing he's had lately. He's had a terrific month outside of that. Pitch on the way to Kyle Schwarber. Good fastball over for a called strike.
Both of these starting pitchers are coming off rough starts. Sanchez as well only went 4 2/3 against the Athletics. 7 hits, 3 runs.
Schwarber swings and fouls back that fastball that came in at 98 from Smith-Shawver.
There you go. He's already tuning it up.
Like that. In the month of May, Smith-Shawver 2-0 with a 3.18 ERA. 0-2 bounce foul. In his first 3 starts of the month, he gave up just 1 earned run and then 7 in his last start. He's trying to jump back on track today. Way ahead of Schwarber, 0-2, and the pitch on the way. And a fly ball out towards deep center field. Michael Harris going to go back. Michael going to the wall. Has room right in front of the padded wall in center field. And down they go, 1, 2, 3. So Schwarber put a charge into it, but not quite a strong enough charge. We head to the top of the second, no score.
Take take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB.
Spend your afternoon driving around with Chuck and Chernoff, and you could win a pair of Braves tickets. It happens during the 4 o'clock hour, weekday afternoons on 680 The Fan.
Braves nothing, Phillies nothing. Into the top of the second inning. Great to have you with us on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network alongside Joe Simpson. Ben Ingram here with you. And for the Braves here in the top of the second, it'll be Murphy, White, and Fairchild. And this is the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge inning. And if the Braves can steal a base here in the second inning, our contestant, Amy War, will win $350 in free marathon gas cards. And you can enter the Toyota Stolen Base Challenge by visiting Braves.com/Stolen Base Challenge. Best of luck to Amy War. Got some good candidates due up this inning for you, Amy. Here's the pitch on the way to Murphy. Ball low and in. Thinking of White and Fairchild, they can swipe a bag.
So you're not including Sean in that group?
He's not my odds-on favorite.
No.
There's a pitch on the way to Sean Murphy. And Murphy hits one deep down the right field line, slicing foul, just to the right of the foul pole. At home run distance, just a few seats to the right side of the pole. Sean Murphy, in his career, 1 for 1 in the stolen base department.
There you go.
That was back in 2022 when he was with Oakland. His only career steal. I'll have to ask him about that sometime. There's a ball low and in.
I'm guessing the lights went out in the stadium and nobody saw him go.
Power outage. That was his chance. No score in the top of the second. 2-1 misses low. You know, players talk about their first base hit and they remember who it was against or their first home run. Do you remember your first steal?
I do not.
There's a 3-1 pitch on the way to Sean Murphy. Murphy takes ball 4 inside. Leadoff walk here in the second. Yeah, you might remember your first hit or your first homer, but I don't think anybody ever remembers, hey, here was the pitcher that I got my first steal against.
Yeah, you always remember those, but steals, nah, I don't.
Eli White climbing in. Going back to last season, the Braves have lost 4 of their last 5 games in this ballpark. White hits one in the air towards left center field. Marsh and Kepler coming together. That's going to be caught by Marsh. A little bit of confusion there for a second. Marsh looking at Kepler. Kepler looking at Marsh. And then Marsh darted in front of the left fielder, made the catch in left center field.
Yeah, it really fooled Marsh. I mean, it was loud off the bat. Looked like a pretty good shot, but it was not hit hard. And he had to really change directions and come racing in.
One down for Stuart Fairchild. No score at the top of the second. Fairchild getting the nod today, at least in game 1 of this doubleheader. Batting .156 on the season. You and I have talked at length before about day games. I know that you enjoyed playing day games in your career. I got a question for you regarding the conditions today. Here's the pitch on the way to Stuart Fairchild. He shows bunt, and it's bunted up the first base line and rolls foul. And the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. You know, you have a day game. A lot of times you're worried about the sun being out, having a difficult time looking up into the sun, finding the ball. What's it like on an overcast day like today where the contrast of the ball might be similar to that of the sky?
It's still easier to pick up because you're not squinting. You don't have the glare from the sun. Yeah, I didn't mind it at all. And you're right. There is the chance you could lose it in the gray, overcast skies. But no, I still take a day game.
Yeah. Down at first, Sean Murphy. No score in the top of the second. 1-1 misses low, 2-1. I'll tell you what, you might see anything when you come to Philadelphia. I'm looking at the aisle behind the Phillies dugout, and there's a fan walking down the aisle dressed head to toe as Santa Claus.
I remember they booed him here once.
Yeah. 2-1 on Fairchild. There's the pitch on the way. That'll be swung on a miss, 2-2.
You'd think that Christmas came early for the Phillies the way they're playing right now.
Yeah, definitely. If he's keeping a naughty list today, he's going to be pretty busy.
Yeah.
2-2 on Fairchild. Sean Murphy walked to lead off the inning. There's the pitch from Sanchez. Check swing, fouled back into the screen. Count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tell you what, today and the night game this evening, the main event in Major League Baseball today. Only 3 other games across the league outside of our action here in Philly today. And those are all night games. And I'll tell you what, the matchup we have on the mound tonight is going to be about as good as it gets. Wheeler and Sale. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That'll miss low, 3-2. And looking ahead at that one, it kind of has that same feel that I felt about that game where it was Crochet and Sale, Fenway Park a couple of starts ago for Chris.
Even maybe a notch better.
3-2 pitch. Low and in, ball 4. Good trip to the plate for Fairchild. A couple of walks here in the inning for Sanchez.
He walked 3 4 2/3 innings in that last start out in Sacramento. And he has walked 22 in 56 innings so far this year. Not a large amount, but lately it is. And Bruce Streckman just signaled to the Phillies to turn the lights on.
Lights on here at the ballpark. Here's Michael Harris looking to add on to his RBI total. First pitch to Michael, touches the inside corner. That time got a sinker over. Interesting thing about that last outing, and this is something that we'll pay attention to when we go to play the A's in Sacramento. The report by the Phillies pitchers and many other pitching staffs that have pitched there is that they have not enjoyed the mound there at all. There's the 0-1 pitch. There's a called strike. Sanchez, of course, this go-round wouldn't have any excuses. This is his home mound.
Sure.
0-2 on Harris. He went 1 for 4 in game 1. His one was a single in the 5th inning. Murphy down at second. Fairchild the runner at first. Pitch to Harris, a swing and a miss, and he's retired on a slider. So Sanchez makes very quick work of Michael Harris. His second strikeout of the game and 2 down.
Troubling part there were the first 2 pitches to Michael that were hittable fastballs, especially the second one, a sinker that had the middle of the plate at the knees, and he took those pitches and then swung at a bad pitch.
So now it's in the hands of Luke Williams. Runners at first and second, 2 down, no score in the top of the second inning. And Luke swings and slices one foul down the right field line. Luke Williams, a former Philly. Spent a little time here a few years back. And he's looking for not only his first RBI, but his first hit this season in the big leagues. They'll be running on contact. Murphy at second, Fairchild at first. 0-1 from Sanchez. And a swing and a miss. Went up and away with a sinker. Bounced back behind Marchand, who went back to fetch it. Of course, the runners kept it in park. So 0-2 on Williams. Braves looking for not only their first run today, their first run of the series after being shut out 2-0 in game one. 0-2 to Williams. He'll swing and miss for strike three. A changeup got him. And Sanchez survives the 2 walks there in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second inning, no score.
Hey, small business owners, it's Matt Chernoff here to tell you about First Liberty.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball.
I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Fan and the Fan app.
Braves nothing, Phillies nothing. Rolling into the bottom of the second here in Philadelphia. Folks, only the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is bold enough to be the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce, that's Louisiana hot. Buy you some. First pitch on the way to Alec Bohm. Fooled there. Check swing on a curveball. He's down 0-1. It's Bohm, Castellanos, and Kepler for the Phillies here in the bottom of the second. And Alec Bohm 1 for 3 in game one of the series. Now the pitch on the way from Smith-Shawver. Fouled off. Another curveball. You know, so often we talk about the split change for A.J. Smith-Shawver coupled with his very hard fastball. And we mentioned that he's got a curve that he can throw, but he's been throwing that out there on the table a little bit more often. It's looked good. 0-2, big chopper out to second. That'll be gloved on 2 hops by Albies, and he throws to first base for the out. So just a little bit of a different look for maybe what they're expecting, at least the first trip to the order, huh?
Yeah, and they so far are late on everything else. On the fastball, they have not gotten around on him. In fact, they've been jammed a little bit.
1 down for Nick Castellanos. We're scoreless in the bottom of the second. Smith-Shawver standing on the first base side of the rubber with his shoulders angled towards the Braves dugout on the third base line. Pitch to Castellanos, swung on miss, went with a top shelf fastball. For Smith-Shawver, he's never faced the Phillies in the regular season in his career. He did make one appearance here in the 2023 National League Division Series. There's the 0-1 pitch. That'll be fouled off, which is wild to think about. 2 years ago, he was 20 years old.
Yeah.
Went 2 2/3 in relief in a game, gave up 3 runs on 3 home runs. And I think my favorite thing about watching A.J. Smith-Shawver is just, even dating back to then, how far he's come in such a short amount of time. Ahead of Castellanos, 0-2. Pitch on the way. In the air, out towards left field. Little humpback liner, ducks in for a base hit. 1-out single for Castellanos. That's his 3rd hit in the series. He's aboard, and that brings Max Kepler to the plate.
That's one of the frustrating things when you get to the big leagues as a pitcher, to get ahead in the count and then make a good pitch. It was a slider away from him, and you think, well, that's going to get an out. No, big league hitters adjust, even one-handed that one into left center for a line drive hit.
Yeah, he really had to reach for it. Here's Max Kepler. And he'll bounce one to first. Olson's got it, spins and fires. There's 1. Williams over to first, and there's 2. and a 3-6-3 double play to end the bottom of the second. Nice job defensively with Olsen and Williams. We head to the top of the third, no score.
Hello, Braves country. I'm Paul Burr.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Played here in the top of the third. No score here in the first game of this doubleheader. Sun even poking its head out in between the clouds here in Philadelphia, coming to you from the south side of Philly. Philadelphia skyline off in the distance. Really pretty view from our booth here in Philadelphia. There's a check swing that's fouled back by Ozzie Albies. I don't know, one count on Ozzie. Gives us a chance to remind you that Xfinity knows live baseball is better with less freezing at the plate. That's why we deliver Wi-Fi built for streaming with ultra-low lag. Get the fastest connection to the Braves and stream more of the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. Ball low and inside Ozzie, 1-1. Ozzie Albies, a single in the first inning. It's been the only base hit for the Braves in one trip to the order versus the lefty Christopher Sanchez. 1-1 pitch, lifted towards foul ground into the seats of the lower bowl of the stadium down the right field line. That base hit for Albies in the first inning extended his hitting streak to 13 straight, as he is now 17 for his last 45. One-two pitch. Albies bounces one to second. Stott to his left, able to glove it. Whips it over to first base where Bohm secures, and one down. One more note on Ozzie Albies. In his previous 41 games before this 13-game hitting streak, he was hitting .207. This is the gear that he was looking for.
Yeah, he'd been in a real horrible 0-for stretch before this one started.
Here's Austin Riley, who's 0 for 1. First pitch missed outside. Tried that backdoor slider. 1 ball and no strikes on the Braves' third baseman. One-0 from Sanchez. Healthy cut, but a miss at a sinker. The other night, a very frustrating night for the Braves. You lose a game 2-0, and really nothing in the game you want to dwell on. But if there's one thing that was a positive, was the great defensive play that Austin Riley made the other night. Highlight reel play. 1-1 is outside, 2-1. Went deep into foul ground on the other side of the third base line and delivered a strong throw from a long way away for an out. 2-1 pitch. Riley swings and misses at a slider, 2-2.
It's actually a couple of off-speed pitches for Sanchez. That slider that's slow and kind of curveball-like, and the straight change.
2-2. There's the changeup. He swings and misses for strike 3. And those two pitches have baffled the Braves at this point, Joe. Two good ones.
He really has them. He's so big and angular, Ben, with those long arms and legs, that you kind of get tied up into that. That's your visual. You see that big arm coming around. So the off-speed pitch has them out on their front foot a lot.
That makes sense. 2 down for Ozuna. There's a ball outside. Ozuna's 0 for 1. He was at the plate when Ozzie was at first base in the first inning. Ozzie took off for second, swiped the bag, but they said interference on Ozuna. There's a ball low and inside. And he was called out, and that goes down officially as an unassisted out to the closest defender, which in this case would be the catcher. So a 2 unassisted is how they got him back in the first inning, and Ozzie sent back to first base. Hitters count here on the 2-0 pitch. Huge swing and a miss at a changeup. That fooled him. No score in the third. The 2-1 pitch. And a bouncer up the middle. May find a hole. It will. That escapes into the outfield. And a knock for Ozuna. 2-out single. Able to bounce it up the middle in between the shortstop Turner and the bag at second. That extends the inning for Matt Olson. Braves, go ahead.
I was just saying, Marcel's got a modest 4-game hitting streak now.
Ozuna had a single and a walk the other night. There's a single in this one. Olson takes a ball low and outside. The way that things have gone for Ozuna this year, if he doesn't collect a base hit, you like his chances to pick up at least a walk. He's racked up a ton of walks this year. He's got 44 of those. 1-0 pitch. And a called strike. Got a sinker over the outer third of the plate. Braves looking to avoid falling to 4 games under 500 for the first time since April 25th, when they were 10-14 going into the action that day. 1-1 low and outside. It fought so hard to get to 500, then above 500 for the first time. But the Braves have lost 5 of their last 6 games and come into the action 9.5 games back of these Phillies. No score in the third. 2-1 from Sanchez, and Olson with a ground ball to second. Stott to his left, gloves it in the first cut of the grass and right. Goes over to first base for the out, and that dooms the Braves in the third. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the third inning, no score.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Room every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on your radio home of the Braves, 680 The Fan.
7-8-9 due up with the Phillies in the bottom of the third inning. It's a scoreless game as A.J. Smith-Shawver goes back to work. First pitch from the right-hander is in there for a called strike. Great to be with you here on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network. Day game on a Thursday, nightcap tonight. Doubleheader today here in Philly. 0-1 on Sosa, finds its mark, over for a called strike.
That's the first time I've heard you say nightcap during the day.
Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way to Sosa. That's outside. I might need a nightcap after a double dip today.
Yeah. You know, as I was saying to Brian Snitker on his show, long day yesterday.
1-2, fanned him for strike 3. Got him on a splitter. And that's our Gas South bringing the heat strikeout, just like A.J. Smith-Shawver. Gas South is bringing the heat with no deposits, no hidden fees, and simple natural gas rates. The difference is good.
Everybody kind of at the ballpark. They were working out, but sitting around waiting to find out if they were going to play or not. Now a doubleheader today, split doubleheader. Fly home tonight, play tomorrow.
Brandon Marsh, three-quarter swing, and he was fooled on that fastball, 0-1.
99.
He's cooking.
You go, AJ.
Righty-lefty matchup, and the 0-1 pitch on the way to Marsh. That'll miss outside. This is the Braves' first doubleheader this season. One, that'll miss high. 2 balls and a strike.
I have a question.
All right.
Do you think Brandon Marsh should be a better hitter with shorter hair?
Ooh, that's a good question. One less thing to think about, maybe?
Yeah. One less thing to tend to.
2 unfouled back.
I mean, when he was struggling so mightily at the beginning of the year, do you think he considered, hey, I need a change? I mean, we even saw Bryce Harper, when his helmet came off here 2 nights ago, man, he had a buzz cut.
Mm-hmm. Shaved his head on May 12th. 2-2. There's a ball outside, and his numbers have gone up since then.
See, there you go. That's my point.
It's save on the water bill for Marsh.
Yeah.
There's the 3-2. That'll be fouled back. He was asked one time, we've mentioned this before, how he regularly takes a cup of water and douses his hair multiple times during the game. He likes the feel of wet hair. And he was asked, how many times do you think you do it over the course of a game? He said, probably about 15. There's a ball low and outside, and there's a 1-out walk to Brandon Marsh. That'll put him at first with 1 down for Rafael Marchand. Well, you need all the energy you can get for game day. And at Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget. We're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference so you can save more energy for the game. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. Here's Rafael Marchand. No score, bottom of the 3rd. Runner on the move, pitches a ball. Throw down to second base. Close play, not in time. Brandon Marsh steals second base.
No chance for Murphy. Going on the first move after just drawing a walk. Got in there easily.
He's now 2 for 3 in the stolen base department this season. And he's in scoring position. 1 down for the 9-hitter, Rafael Marchand. Marchand, a 129 hitting catcher. Switch hitter batting left. Pitch on the way to Marchand. And he drills one deep down the right field line to the corner and gone. A curveball that Marchand got the barrel on and just did keep it fair right inside the foul pole. It's his first homer of the year, and it's 2-0 Philadelphia.
Oh, boy, was it ever a hanger. T-ball.
Back to the top of the order, 2-0 Phillies. Here's Bryson Stott, who's 0 for 1. Stott swings and misses as Smith-Shawver goes back to the curveball. Yeah, big loopy hanger. And your only hope as it came off the bat was that maybe it would go foul. He just did keep it fair. 0-1 to Stott. That bounced up there, 54-footer. Inning started with a strikeout of Sosa, then a walk to Marsh and a homer by Marchand. And that's the thing about this Phillies lineup. They've got the ability to sting you top to bottom. And this go round the 8 and 9 hitters getting to A.J. Smith-Shawver. 1-1 to Stott. Comebacker kicked off the leg of Smith-Shawver and caroms into left center field. Stott aboard at first base with a single. Let's see if they come out and check on A.J. Smith-Shawver. Jeff Stevenson will.
That was pretty solid.
Well, a couple of outings ago in Colorado, he was hit with a line drive. That line drive that caught him in Colorado got him in the arm. This looks like it got him in the right ankle. I think we'd at least see him take a few to the mitt just to see how that ankle feels and how stable it is.
He actually raised his right leg right up in the path of the baseball, trying to get out of the way. You could tell it really hurt initially because of the way he was kind of hopping around, not putting any weight on his right foot.
That's his push-off foot. Just fired one warm-up toss. And he says, I'm good to go. So Snit seems to be satisfied. He and Jeff Stevenson trot off the field. 2-0 Phillies. We're at the bottom of the third inning. They just got a 2-run homer from Rafael Marchand. Runner at first, 1 out as we're in the bottom of the third inning. Turner's 0 for 1 with a ground out. And he bats, takes the ball low and inside. That fastball 96 from Smith-Shawver. Trey Turner batting .304 on the season. 5 homers for the Phillies shortstop. Right-handed hitter. Pick off over to first base. Back into the dive Stott. Stott definitely one to keep an eye on. He's 11 for 11 in stolen bases this season. Pitch to Turner. Ground ball foul. That whizzed right by third base. On the count at 1 ball and 1 strike on Turner.
Well, A.J. needs to freeze that runner. When he comes into his stretch, they're kind of hopping off the bag almost like with a walking lead, which is what Marsh got when he took off. Got to make those guys stop over there when they're getting their lead.
One to Turner. Inside. That splitter kind of fluttered up there, just missed catching Turner in the hand. Smith-Shawver's 2-1, and that's launched to deep left center field. Eli White to the wall, has room. Little leap up into the air, makes the catch. Right in front of the wall where it's 374. And a good job by Eli getting to the wall, then looking up and had that little leap to bring it down.
Yeah, it's a short gap out there, only 374. So anything hit that way is pretty scary.
Coming off the bat, watching Smith-Shawver's reaction, I think he thought that might be out of here.
And now a recheck on A.J. by the trainer and the manager.
Yeah, watching the replay through the pitch, had a grimace on his face. Then he looked to the Braves dugout, Joe, and nodded as if saying, okay, it's probably time.
Well, I think also Sean Murphy noticed it. This is not good in a lot of respects, Ben, for A.J. especially. Let's hope that they can get some treatment so that he doesn't miss another start. But also, it's a doubleheader day. And when you got to go to your bullpen so early on the day of a doubleheader, man, this is tough.
Well, and the 27th man today for the Braves, Dylan Dodd. And he's suddenly gotten up in the Braves bullpen. I think he's got his name written all over it, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Restrictions apply. Savings compares Xfinity Sports and News TV at $70 per month to YouTube TV at $82.99 per month.
For game-changing performance on the field to getting things done around the house, Doers make a difference. And when it comes to home improvement needs delivered right to your door, the Home Depot is how Doers get more done.
While the rest of the sports media focuses on making up hot takes while you work, we focus on the Braves and what matters to you. Cellini and Domino, weekdays from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan.
Right-hander Scott Blewett will come on for the Braves. He has not pitched in 5 days. His last outing was against San Diego on the 24th, an inning with zeros across, 2 walks, but no runs. He actually has done a good job for the Braves in similar situations where he's needed to eat some innings. He's 2-0 with the Braves in 8 outings, including 1 start, with a 3.65 ERA. 12 1/3 innings. 5 runs, 7 walks, 9 strikeouts. Can't afford to walk that many here against the Phillies, but hopefully he can eat some innings in the wake of the injury to A.J. Smith-Shawver.
There to greet him will be Kyle Schwarber. You know, you think about this situation if it were a normal one-game scenario, right? You got those middle relief guys, and maybe in the 2nd, 3rd inning, you're not expecting to be thrust right into the game this way. But you come into a day like today where it's a doubleheader, you probably are on guard, maybe even more so than normal, or at least earlier in the day, knowing there's a good chance I'm getting into game 1 or 2. I got to be ready all day long.
100%. You better be ready just like this for the quick call.
As Blewett continues to toss, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
Well, we're thrilled to be with you today here on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network. Game 1 of a doubleheader. Game 2 is going to be a showdown, man, on the mound. That's going to be great. Chris Sale on the mound for the Braves. Zach Wheeler going for the Phillies. Well, before you even think about that, you got to find a way to come back and win this game. Braves down 2-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd. And adding injury to insult, A.J. Smith-Shawver just knocked out of the game as a line drive off the bat of Bryson Stott took a bite out of him. Faced the next batter, Turner, got a fly out, and then could not continue. So hopefully he's able to feel better and bounce back, but that was a mean, ugly liner he took off of his right ankle. Here's Kyle Schwarber and a check swing, and he did go. By the way, that home run that Marchand hit, the first given up all month by A.J. Smith-Shawver.
And right down the line, about 2 rows deep.
Pick off over to first base, back into the dive, Bryson Stott. So not the way that he wanted his month to end, but it was a pretty solid month of May for A.J. Smith-Shawver. Hopefully we see him early in June. 0-1 on Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 1 with a deep fly out to center field. Sent Harris all the way back to the wall. Schwarber takes a ball outside. That slider just missed from Blewett. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Phillies. No runs, 2 hits for the Braves. Lead at first out of Stott. There he goes. 1-1 outside. Murphy throws down to second base. Dive attempt. And they got him. Looked like he overslid the bag. Stott went in with a head-first slide. Looked like he was in there, but his momentum carried him past the bag, and the tag remained applied. That'll be a caught stealing. 2-6 to cut him down in the bottom of the third. But a 2-run homer by Marchand puts the Phillies on the board. Go to the top of the 4th inning. 2-0 Philadelphia.
If you're a working electrician, you've got 2 options. Work for a contractor and have no power or leverage. Or work with us and have your choice of jobs with multiple contractors. Protection.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings only on MLB Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
At first, I thought it was like right in the Achilles area. But, yeah, the calf might be a good call, too.
And nobody likes being hit by a line drive, but a little bit more meat on the bone there than lower on the leg. So hopefully that's helpful for A.J. Here's Sean Murphy, and he'll take a strike right across the top of the zone. Northside Hospital for a healthier future together. Look to Northside. That caught stealing by Stott. To end the 3rd inning, first time he's been caught stealing all year in 12 tries. Ball low and inside, 1-1.
And only because he slid beyond the bag.
Two 2-0 Phillies. They got a home run by Marchand last inning. 1-1 swung and missed by Murphy. So often over the course of a game, we're thinking about weird things that we could see and bizarre plays that maybe you've never seen before. I like the one that you came up with during the commercial break. 1-2, came inside and just missed Murphy. 2-2.
Well, theoretically, if the Braves could rally here and take the lead, and if the Braves decided to change pitchers, Blewett would get a win without retiring a hitter.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. Murphy takes ball low and inside. 3-2.
I'd like that very much. So would he.
Yeah, little oddities like that and scoring in our game, I love every single time. Now, whatever it takes to get a win, that's for sure. Here's the payoff pitch on the way to Murphy. And he'll swing and miss at a sinker for strike 3. 5th strikeout by the left-hander Sanchez, and one down here in the Braves' 4th inning.
He seems very calm on the mound, doesn't he?
He does.
I'd kind of been given that heads-up scouting report about how at ease he is on the mound these days. He's 28 years old.
Very deceptive left-hander. Here's the pitch on the way to Eli White. White takes ball low and inside. Oh, that frame, like we mentioned, 6'6". You're talking about how tall he is. Great extension from this left-hander. Gets lots of ground balls. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a ball low.
He's just an excellent complement to the likes of Wheeler, Nola, Luzardo. It's hard to find a third or fourth pitcher, even fifth pitcher, for a rotation that has this kind of stuff.
Hitters count. 2-0 pitch on the way to White. That'll be sent foul. Well, you say that knowing that you're going to see guys in consecutive days and the different look that it could give. Think about seeing him versus Wheeler in the same day.
Yeah.
Very different look. And you could say the same thing about what the Braves have with anybody they'd throw versus Chris Sale and how different of a look that is. 2-1 to White, and White strikes one high in the air to deep center field. Back to the wall now. Marsh with room makes the catch right up against the padding. Boy, Eli really gave it a charge. Not quite enough juice on it.
That's twice he's flied out to the warning track. Pull it either way. He's got a home run.
So 2 away for Stuart Fairchild. It's 2-0 Phillies. We're in the top of the fourth inning. Phillies with a 2-run homer from Rafael Marchand. That's been it. Pitch on the way to Fairchild. Changeup missed inside. 5 strikeouts for Sanchez, 2 walks. Braves have 2 hits, both singles. One from Albies, one from Ozuna. 1-0 low and inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Sun peeking its head out. We haven't seen much of that here in Philadelphia. 2-0 pitch. Fairchild takes a called strike. Sun pops out. It's like a spotlight right on the infield.
It really is. Start thinking, boy, those lights are really working.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fairchild smokes one through the left side between Sosa and Turner. And he's aboard with a 2-out base hit.
You know, I got to give a tip of the cap to the Phillies and the changes and improvements they've made in their message board and all of their ribbon boards. The right field board where they put the pitcher's stats. It is really sharp and updated and looks great.
Really informative. Fairchild at first. Here's Michael Harris. Harris 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Sanchez misses low with the first pitch fastball. Light little breeze out towards center field. Batter's eye out there covered in ivy. Bullpen's just to the right of the batter's eye in a double-decker manner. Phillies on the bottom bunk, Braves on the top bunk. 1-0 pitch fouled off. It's not a very comforting place, that top bunk bullpen, is it?
No. Not when you got a lot of Philly fans hanging over the railing.
We've heard from some of those Braves players. They're all over them out there.
Just dogging the heck out of them.
2-0 Phillies in the top of the fourth. 1-1 to Harris. There goes Fairchild. A swing and a miss. Throw down by Marchand. And the tag is waiting for him. So Stuart Fairchild caught stealing. That ends the top of the fourth inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the bases left empty for the Braves. We advance to the bottom of the fourth inning. 2-0 Phillies.
There's a tidal wave of clean car happiness sweeping.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Afternoons on 680 The Fan.
It's a 2-0 lead for the Phillies into the bottom of the fourth inning, a development in between innings. We mentioned that Stuart Fairchild was thrown out attempting to steal to end the top of the fourth inning. Looked like he got spiked on the hand, and it looked like he had a wound on the inside of his right hand, so he cannot continue. And Ronald Acuna is in the game in right field.
He had a pretty good slash in there, Ben.
Is it on the palm or wrist?
Yes. Yeah, like right inside the thumb.
There's Kyle Schwarber, who takes a called strike.
It was unintentional from Turner covering, but he just slid into it.
So Ronald Acuna into the game playing in right field. He's out there stretching as the game continues. Pitch on the way. There's a called strike.
I don't think Trey Turner is of the Ty Cobb ilk where he's sharpening his spikes or anything, but
right. Oh, 2 pitch. Check swing. They appeal. Strike 3, says Shane Levensparger. Or actually, Nate Tomlinson. I'm looking down at my scorebook and realize I wrote Shane Tomlinson.
Well, I was watching Schwarber, who took his helmet off like it was the third out, and he was about to go to the outfield.
So Blewett strikes out Schwarber. 1 down for Alec Bohm. Good start to the Tidal Wave Auto Spy inning. Pitch to Bohm. That'll miss high. Tidal Wave Auto Spies making Braves country clean car country all season long. And if the Braves pitch a scoreless 4th inning today, Tidal Wave will offer half off their Best Watch membership tomorrow. Learn more at TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves. Bohm swings and misses. Came unraveled against that splitter. You know, with a doubleheader today, that's really going to drive up all our contestants' chances at winning prizes today.
Double whammy.
1-1 to Bohm. That'll be sent foul right off the thumbs down the right field line. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Phillies. No runs, 3 hits for the Braves. We're on the bottom of the 4th inning. Tall right-hander Scott Blewett ahead 1-2. Pitch to Bohm. Had him lunging, but didn't quite get the barrel out versus the slider, and the count even 2-2. Two bouncer over the mound, out towards second to his left. Williams got leather on it, couldn't squeeze it. Trickles out of the center field. Alec Bohm will reach. Williams had a long way to go and got the leather on it, but couldn't squeeze it. And he reaches out to Blewett with his hand and says, "It's my bad."
That went right over the top of the mound. And the only chance that Williams had was for the ball to find his glove to have a chance to throw him out.
2-0 Phillies. Here's Castellanos. Blewett starts him off with a slider away for ball 1. Line shot through the left side. Face it into left field. Turned around a slider. And Castellanos now 2 for 2 in the game, both against sliders.
What do you think? Best one-handed hitter in baseball?
He's definitely up there. Very long arms, and he has to. He knows he's going to get pitched away with that slider from the right-handers. And so many times he goes reaching and missing, but with those long arms, it's hard to actually get one by him. Now the Phillies in business. Runners at first and second. One out for Max Kepler. Kepler heading to a 3-6-3 double play back in the second inning. Takes one of the dirt. Good knockdown by Sean Murphy. Kepler had a nice day in game one. Had an RBI double in the first inning. Had a walk later in the game. The son of German ballet dancers, Max Kepler. He was actually born in Germany. Moved to the States when he was in high school and grew up the rest of the way in Fort Myers, Florida. 1-0 to Kepler, and he swings at a fly ball to deep center field. Michael Harris going back. Harris to the warning track. He'll jump, and Michael's able to get another one. He robbed a homer. At the elbow, his arm bent back over the center field wall. He squeezed it and brought it right back. Ho-hum, another day at the office for Michael Harris. What a defensive wizard he is in center.
Isn't this at least the second time he's done that in this ballpark? Wasn't there one over like in front of the Philly bullpen where he went waist high over the fence?
That was last year. His belt buckled on top of the fence in that one. This time didn't have to go quite that high. But another masterful job by Michael Harris in center field. Best in the business with the leather. 2 down. That saves 3 runs. Here's Edmundo Sosa, who swings and misses. And if the Braves can come back in this game, you'll be going back to that moment and saying that was the moment that could have turned the game around. Sosa with a fly ball to left field. Eli White to his left. He'll foxtrot over there for the out, and he squeezes out number 3. So a close call, but Blewett's able to live to tell the tale. No runs, a couple of hits, no errors, 2 men left. We go to the top of the 5th inning, 2-0 Phillies.
Why is it important to shop local? Hi, I'm Jaron Solomon from Solomon Brothers Jewelers.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
And who else to lead it off but the guy who just made the great catch? Michael Harris was at the plate when Fairchild was thrown out trying to steal. He gets a fresh count and takes outside ball 1. With that clean inning in the bottom of the 4th, tidal wave car wash celebration day. Hang on. Line drive, base hit out of way. Michael, way to take him the other way. Leadoff man aboard. Braves trailing 2-0. Today is clean inning car wash celebration day at Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Stop by and get half off their best wash membership for the first month. Braves country is clean car country thanks to Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for more info. Luke Williams, the batter, and he takes a strike. Struck out his first time. Phillies with 5 hits, Braves with 4. Phillies have a 2-run homer from Rafael Marchand, the catcher. Stretched by Sanchez, and the pitch bounced toward third. Might be 2. Sosa to second, to first. Double play. Oh boy, did Bryson Stott look like a ricochet rabbit at second base. That thing just seemed to bounce off of him to first. Great turn. 5-4-3.
That's a bummer right there. By the way, speaking of that catch made by Michael Harris, we'll make that the Truist play of the game. Brought to you by Truist. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Each side with a double play. Each side with a caught stealing. And now Ozzie Albies takes a strike. Ozzie led off the ball game with a line drive single to left. Was left stranded. He actually stole second, but interference by Ozuna sent him back to first. One-handed two-hopper to third. Sosa's got it, throws to first, inning over. Just like that. Looked like something was cooking, and it came right off the stove. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 2-0 Phillies.
When you need a lawyer after an auto...
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Tickets weekday afternoons during our 4 o'clock hour on Chuck and Chernoff on 680 The Fan.
Bottom of the 5th inning, and a reminder that Napa's a proud partner of your Atlanta Braves with America's largest network of parts and care. Napa has all the bases covered when it comes to your ride. Brandon Marsh leads off for the Phillies as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Scott Blewett misses inside, ball 1. Marsh walked, stole a base, and was on board when Marchand hit the home run. 2-0 Phillies. Swing and a miss. If you just joined us, Blewett is in relief of A.J. Smith-Shawver, who was hit on the ankle, the right ankle or calf, by a line drive and had to come out of the game. Ground ball foul, and the count 1-2 to Marsh. A home run, 10 RBIs for Marsh. Calls time. Now he's back in there, and the 1-2 pitch from Blewett. Here it is. Marchand, and Stott due up for the Phils. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball low, full count. Blewett gave up a couple of hits last inning and got saved by a great catch by Harris, taking a home run away from Kepler. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball up. Second strikeout for Blewett. And that'll bring up Rafael Marchand. Marchand's first homer of the year in the first or second row of the right field bleachers. He takes a strike, playing for JT Realmuto, who I'm sure we will see in Game 2. Pop fly, foul, and out of play, left side. Phillies using a lot of their bench today in Game 1, including Marchand.
Interesting story on him. He's a converted infielder. He used to be a shortstop.
Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Man, he's built like one. I mean, height-wise. Next pitch is taken outside, 1-2.
And the Phillies saw him when he was 15, 16 years old and thought, you know what, this guy would be a good candidate to do what they did with Carlos Ruiz. He was originally a second baseman. And put him behind the plate.
Well, it got him to the big leagues. Check swing didn't go. And the count now 2-2. Phillies are pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Where's number 13? And the pitch. Full count. One out, nobody on, 2-0 Phillies, bottom of the fifth. Blewett to the plate. High, he walked him. First walk issued by Blewett. But Marchand has a home run and a walk today, not bad. Back to the top of the order. And Bryson Stott. He's the guy that hit the line drive off the leg of A.J. Smith-Shawver. Later tried to steal, but was thrown out after he slid past the bag. First pitch, called strike. He was 1 for 2 with 2 walks Tuesday night. He and Castellanos, both real big thorns in the neck of the Braves. Takes down and in, and the ball gets away from Murphy, and the runner goes to second. That might be a pass ball. Yep, just went right off the webbing of the glove, trying to frame it. Pass ball puts the runner at second, and the count is 1-1 to Stott. And the pitch, high. 2-1 the count. I said pain in the neck. I didn't really mean that. At least location-wise. Marchand leads from second. The pitch swung on, hit foul and out of play into the upper deck. Stott sliced one off above the Braves' third base dugout. Another 2-2 pitch. Inside, had him jackknifing out of the way. Full count again. No action in the Braves bullpen as yet. Pitch swung on, hit hard through the whole left side base hit. Eli White's up with it quickly, advancing to third, but being held there is Marchand. And they're on the corners with one out. Luke Williams was playing up the middle and trying to bird dog the base runner, and there was nobody where the shortstop would normally play.
Not a terrible pitch either. Went low and away with a slider. Kind of like what we were saying with Nick Castellanos, if this is from a left-handed hitter. and able to get the barrel of it out there and just whip it into left field.
You know, though, Ben, when you go 3-2, that good pitch still becomes kind of a hittable pitch because it's got to be a pretty good one. Turner takes outside ball 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the hitter's ready to hit on
He's
a 3-2
protecting.
count. Yeah. And you think you made a pretty good pitch, and it turns out to be too good. Stott leads from first. Marchand at third. The pitch, swing and a miss. Way out in front of a breaking ball. 1-1 the count. Turner has grounded out and flied out. He's 0 for 5 in the series. The stretch and the pitch to him. Check swing, the appeal, he did not go, says first base umpire Brock Ballou. Stretch and the pitch, swinging a hard hit ball to third, knocked down, picked up, throwing home, not in time. Riley knocked it down. He probably would have had a chance at a double play ball if he fields it cleanly. But he was on one knee to knock it down and then couldn't recover in time, and his throw to the plate was off the mark, and Marchand will score, and it's 3-0 Phillies.
You know, one hopper reaching to his right, and he was squatted down pretty low just to get on its level. The second that wasn't squeezed, he knew he had one play and had to throw to the plate from a knee and nowhere close.
They score at a base hit. Now the Braves bullpen's moving around as Sean Murphy goes out to talk to Blewett. Give Turner his 24th RBI. What gets and what creeps into your mind, Ben, is with the Braves really having trouble scoring runs, is any add-on runs just seem to make the mountain that much higher.
Yeah, insurmountable.
Yeah.
I mean, the Braves haven't scored a run in 18 innings.
Murphy back behind the plate, and here's Schwarber. First and second, 1 out, swing and a miss. Schwarber was called out on a check swing his last time up. He's also flied out deep to center, 0 for 2. He's 0 for 5 in the series. 18 homers, 40 driven in. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. Sinker down low. Pitch slider. 0-2. Three to nothing Phillies, threatening to add more. The 0-2 to Schwarber. Swing and a miss. Got him. Boy, what a sequence of pitches there. 1, 2, 3. Down goes Schwarber. Strikeout number 3 for Blewett. Alec Boehm with 2 out. He singled his last time up to extend his hitting streak to 9 games. Batting cleanup in game 1, and the pitch taken down and in ball 1. He was 1 for 3 Tuesday night, and he has plated 20 runs. 3 runs, 7 hits for the Phillies. No runs, 4 hits for the Braves. And the delivery outside, 2-0. And to be honest with you, could have been a whole lot worse at this point if it weren't for a great catch by Michael Harris in center to rob Kepler of a 3-run homer. And the pitch. High strike called, 2-1. Alec Boehm, former first-round pick out of Wichita State for the Phils. And the pitch. Broken bat grounder, right side. Ozzie to his left has it. Goes to first in time, and that'll end the inning. So the Phillies will have to settle for one run, and they leave a couple, and we go to the 6th inning of play. Phillies now on top.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings, only on MLB Network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Okay, Buck. Well, that was Buck Ballou, so we know he was back in the studio and not umpiring at first base. That's Brock Ballou over there. I'm not so sure still. Austin Riley will lead off for the Braves in the 6th inning. Heart of the order and a good time for it. And the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. How about 2 or 3 homers this inning? That'd be nice. Sanchez fires outside, ball 1. Riley 0 for 2, a fly out and a strikeout. Our contestant is Gary Shaw from Temple, Georgia, with $1,300 in the jackpot. Wind in the pitch. Little cutter slider dropped in there for a strike. And they're saying it's a changeup. Okay. He's had a good one today. The 1-1. Austin rips one right back through the middle, right over the cap of Sanchez and into center. Well, that was squared up. Austin's hit in 4 straight now also.
Well, getting the leadoff man on hasn't been a problem. That's the 4th time in 6 innings I've had the leadoff man on.
There you go. Marcell Ozuna, 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. Hit one out of here. Pitch. Outside, ball 1. If you'd like to enter for your chance to win at least $1,000 from the Georgia Lottery, visit 680thefan.com/GA Lottery. Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day. The 1-0. Outside 2-0. Matt Olson on deck. We're in the 6th. Braves trailing 3-0. Riley with a short lead at first. Nobody out. The pitch. Swung on. Fouled back. Marcell had a vicious cut at that. This is a split gate doubleheader, meaning you got to have a ticket for game 1 and you got to have a different ticket for game 2. So it's a good crowd for the makeup game here in game 1. 2-1. Swung on, hit to center. Marsh giving some ground, headed toward left center, but he's there. He'll make the catch. Riley will have to hold. 1 out. And Matt Olson, looking for his first hit in the series, steps in. He's 0 for 2 today, a strikeout and a ground out. He's 0 for 6 in the series, 0 for his last 13 overall, and 1 for his last 19. His average is dipped to 231. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it off his right foot. Comes out of the box limping.
Kind of on the roller coaster here lately, huh? With those numbers.
Isn't that the truth? Hotter than a pistol and then cold as it gets.
Yeah, the average had gotten up to 250.
Yeah. Matt came into the game 4 for 12 in his career against Sanchez with 2 homers. And the pitch. Strike call. Fastball on the outside corner, about belt high. Turner plays up the middle for him. And everybody back except Bohm holding the runner. The pitch swung on, hit hard, and into right field, base hit. A little looping line drive over the head of Stott. Castellanos gets it back in, and the Braves have him at first and second with 1 out. And Olsen gets that offer off of his shoulders. And here's Sean Murphy. He could tie it up with 1 swing of the bat. He has walked and struck out. Murphy's due. He's 0 for his last 8. And the pitch. Taken low and in, ball 1. How many innings you say it's been without a run?
It has been 18.
Whew. Come on now. Time to put that to bed. The 1-0 to Murphy. On the way. Hit hard. Into left field, a base hit. Over to get it is Kepler. Rounding third and heading to the plate is Riley. He will score without a throw. They cut off the throw from Kepler, and there, as I said, hey, time to put this to bed. Sean Murphy with a sharp RBI single into left field. Braves are on the board. It's 3-1 Philadelphia.
And a good read down there by Matt Tuiasosopo. Riley coming around third base and getting to the plate. Finally a run, the Braves' first run since the 5th inning on Sunday.
And a good sign. Caleb Coffin, the pitching coach for the Phillies, is on his way to the mound. Give Murphy his 19th RBI. 3 hits now in the inning for the Braves on their 3rd time through the order. Olsen stopped at second.
Well, like we mentioned, they had the leadoff man on multiple times. Finally able to do something with it. They're in the first 5 innings of the game. Leadoff man was on 3 times, and they'd only had 1 runner reach second base. Finally coming together and connecting here in the 6th inning.
Bruce Druckman breaking up the meeting, having a long conversation with Coffin. And Eli White, the batter. Eli has crushed a couple of balls today to deep center. And the last one back Marsh up to the padding out there, only to have it caught. He's 0 for 2. And the pitch to him, he shows bunt and takes it down and in, ball 1. Sosa was playing very deep at third. And remember, Ronald Acuna Jr., who came into the game for Fairchild a couple of innings ago, is on deck. 1 out, the pitch. Down and in, ball 2. Fairchild's in the 0 for. He's 0 for his last 13. Excuse me, Eli White is. Sanchez checks the runners, and the pitch. Swung on, hit high and deep to center again. Marsh going back on the track, shy of the wall. He'll make the catch. Tagging and moving to third is Olsen. Murphy will stay at first, but once again, Eli White's hit about 1,500 feet of fly ball today, I think. Man.
Yeah, that one right there looked exactly like what he did in the 4th inning. Marsh to the wall. That's going to be the final bullet fired by Sanchez.
Well, Ryan Kirkering has been throwing in the Phillies bullpen. He gets the call. We'll tell you more about him right after this timeout on the Braves Radio Network.
Hey, Braves fans. Spring and warm weather are...
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What? Boom.
Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
Inning drought. They picked up one run here in the top of the sixth inning, hoping for more. And in order to accomplish that, they'll have to strike versus the right-hander Ryan Kirkering. He made an appearance the other night in game one of this series, pitched a scoreless inning, gave up one hit, and also had one strikeout. This will be his 25th appearance of the season. Hard-throwing right-hander is 4-1 with a .354 ERA this season for the Phillies.
And he will face Ronald Acuna Jr., who gets his first at-bat after coming on for Fairchild, who suffered a cut hand on a stolen base attempt. Ronald with a big swing and a miss. Big breaking ball. First and third, 2 out. Braves are on the board, trailing 3-1. Kirkering to the plate. Swing and a line drive. Base hit by Ronald Acuna Jr. 3-2 Phillies. Stopping at second is Murphy, and Ronald coming off cold. It's his first at bat, and he picks up an RBI. And he's hit in 8 straight, dating back to last year.
Well, for a guy who didn't start the game in the starting lineup, those are 2 very violent swings. And connecting on that last one, man, he can really rip it.
That run charged to Sanchez. The runner at second belongs to him, too. And here is Michael Harris, the second, who singled his last time up. He takes high ball 1. He has saved 3 runs today with a home run saving catch in center. Kirkering delivers. Strike call. Still hoping for a long ball for Gary Shaw of Temple, Georgia. $1,300 in the jackpot. 2 on, 2 out. And the pitch. Check swing. He probably went, and he did. Nate Tomlinson, or as Ben might say, Shane Tomlinson. Just kidding. The 1-2. Little tapper foul off his foot. Harris 2 for 6 in the series. Chance to tie it up or better here. See if he can find a gap. Another 1-2 pitch. Swung on, hit high and deep, but foul down the left field line. Off the facing of the second deck. Kirkering delivers. Got him looking. Took a fastball right there. And the inning is over, but not before the Braves get off the deck, score a couple of runs on 3 hits. They strand 2. They actually had 4 hits in the inning. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Got a ball game, 3-2 Phillies.
Want to hear a sound that's music to you?
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Hot sauce. It's the perfect balance of peppers, vinegar, and the salty tears of Mets fans. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
Hey, Braves fans, this is Chris Domino reminding you that Braves coverage starts 2 hours before every first pitch during the season on the radio home, the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan, and, of course, the Fan app.
Braves about hit them 8-7, but they trail 3-2 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Nick Castellanos will lead it off. Scott Blewett still out there for the Braves. Castellanos, a couple of hits today. 4 for 6 in the series. First pitch to him, swung on, fouled off, out of play. Say, fans, did you know that the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Braves? You probably did. It's made with peppers, vinegar, and salt in perfect balance to make the food you're eating taste even better. Well, now you do. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. The 0-1. Castellanos takes outside, 1-1. He's hitting .282 as he stands in. 4 homers, 29 driven in. And the pitch. Down and in. 2-1. Blewett works out of the stretch, and the pitch swung on, lifted foul, and out of play down the right field line. While I have a second, I want to recognize and honor the passing of a really good guy who pitched for the Phillies and the Braves. In fact, he was a bullpen catcher at a time for the Phillies. Rod Nichols passed away in the middle of the month. Didn't know it till last night. Golly, another one-handed base hit by Castellanos. Something down and away, and he just takes the top hand off the bat and drives it. Leadoff single. Rod Nichols pitched in the big leagues quite a bit as Brian Snitker's making his way to the mound. And he's going to make the Pennington Grass Seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Pennington Grass Seed.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game.
A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
6th inning, game 1 of this doubleheader, and Bummer will follow Blewett. And it typically is a bummer if you blow it. Hopefully that's not the case here for the Braves. But it is Bummer on the mound following Blewett. And the left-hander Bummer out there for the 19th time this season. 0-1 with a 3.43 ERA. We have not seen him since the 22nd at Washington when he went an inning and a third.
And he'll face the lefty hitting Max Kepler. Kepler's hit into a double play and robbed of a homer by Harris. Takes outside, ball 1. Back to Rod Nichols real quick, who's from Albuquerque. And back in the 70s when I was playing in AAA for the Dodgers, he was actually my bat boy.
Wow.
Later on, pitched for the Braves. Next pitch way outside. Count goes to 2-0. And one time back in 95, my son Gabe went on a road trip with me. We were in Houston, and Bobby Cox was kind enough to let Gabe be the bat boy that night. Well, I'm on pins and needles kind of make sure that Gabe doesn't get in the way or get run over, get hurt. And I can't find him during batting practice, and I'm fretting. And Pete Van Wieren says, "Oh, I got him." The next pitch, swung on, fouled back to the screen, 2-1. And I said, "Where?" And he said, "He's out running with the pitchers." And he was out in left field, and Rod Nichols had taken my son out with him to run their sprints with the pitchers.
Oh, that's great.
That was such a wonderful thing, and I've never forgotten it. Check swing foul off his hands, 2-2, and I send my sympathies to the family of Rod Nichols.
But you and Gabe have had a lot of fun thinking about that memory for many years.
Absolutely. That's just one of those big leaguer moments that you hear about. Swinging a foul tip, and Kepler stays alive. Let's pause for station identification on the Braves Network.
Every Atlanta Braves game, live on the air and streaming free on the app.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan.
Joe Bennett, J. Chad with you. 3-2 Phillies, bottom of the 6th. Game 1 of a doubleheader. Aaron Bummer, third pitcher of the day for the Braves, fires. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. Full count. Keep an eye on Castellanos to see if he's running. Nobody out. Not going. Pitch swung on a miss. Good breaking ball. Aaron Bummer strikes out the first batter he faces. And Edmundo Sosa will come to the plate. Runner at first belongs to Scott Blewett, but he went 2 1/3 innings, 5 hits, a walk, 3 strikeouts. And that was all in an emergency role after A.J. Smith-Shawver was knocked out of the game by a line drive. First pitch to Sosa's high, ball 1. No report on the condition of Smith-Shawver. Stretch in the pitch, swing and a miss. Nor on Fairchild, who started the game in right field and then trying to steal second, slid into the spikes of Trey Turner and cut his hand, which necessitated Ronald Acuna Jr. coming into the game, which was perfect because he just had an RBI single. Swing and a miss by Sosa. 1-2. In the Braves half of the 7th inning, it'll be 9-1-2. Luke Williams, the 9-hole hitter in game 1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Did he hang on to it? Nope. Murphy couldn't quite hang on to it, so he's still alive. Sosa is struck out and flied out. And the pitch. Swung on and pulled foul into the Braves dugout down at the end of it, down that far entrance, down by the camera well. Almost got Tom Goodwin. Three to 2 Philly. Bottom of the 6th. Runner at first. The pitch. Hit him. Got him right in the wallet. And the Philly fans still upset about Bryce Harper getting plunked here 2 nights ago. Upset with that one.
The sinker that drifted in and got him, and his curveball has been looking so good. He showed a few curveballs to Max Kepler and got ahead with that pitch versus Sosa here, but the sinker rode in and got a piece of Sosa.
So first and second, that'll bring up Brandon Marsh, who has walked, stolen a base, and scored a run, and he has struck out. Now lefty on lefty. The stretch and the pitch, just outside, ball 1. Braves looking for a ground ball here and a chance to turn a double play and get out of this jam. First and second, 1 out. And the pitch, called strike. Sailed over the inside corner. Marsh out of Beaufort, Georgia. Saw some pictures. They're building a nice little football field up there, aren't they?
Yeah, it hurt as much.
Whew. Next offering, off the plate outside.
Yeah, good program.
2-1 the count. Hits are even at 8 apiece. But the Phillies lead 3-2 and threatening for more. And the 2-1 pitch to Marsh. Pulled hard but foul, first base side. Nice play by the ball girl. Smith-Shawver went 2 2/3. Blewett went 2 1/3. Now Bummer. And the pitch. Curveball. Ooh, where was that? Oh, it was a strike. Late call, but he did ring him up. Bruce Dreckman, I thought, had missed the call.
He was taking his time to wind up and punch him out. That was a good pitch. That curveball's been his best friend here this inning.
Boy, it sure has. That was a beauty. Glad he finally got the call. 2 out for Rafael Marchand, who takes a strike. He had a 2-run homer back in the 3rd inning. Switch hitter batting right now. And the pitch. In the dirt. Nice block in front of the plate by Murphy. The runners have to hold. Marchand's also walked and scored a run. He has scored 2 of their 3 runs. He's knocked in the other. Bummer to the plate. Swing and a tapper toward third. Charging is Riley. He'll step on third, and that'll end the inning. Nice job by Aaron Bummer. He comes in and gets out of a jam, and we go to the 7th. 3-2 Philadelphia.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he
does it in grand fashion.
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness. What a show. You better believe it.
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings, only on MLB Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Hey Braves fans, this is Finn here. How well do you know us in the locker room? Your answer could win you a pair of Braves tickets during our 7 o'clock hour every weekday morning on 680 The Fan.
6 innings in the books. 3 runs, 8 hits for the Phillies. 2 runs, 8 hits for the Braves. 9-1-2 due up for Atlanta and due back for us. Once again, here's Ben.
Thank you, Joe. It'll be Alex Verdugo to lead it off for the Braves. He'll be pinch hitting for Luke Williams. So make it Verdugo, Albies, and Riley. It's still Kerkering on the mound for the Phillies. Braves are down 3-0 going to the top of the 6th. And then they sent 7 men to the plate, scored twice, had 4 base hits in the 6th inning, and have climbed to within a run. And now the .270 hitting Alex Verdugo on to pinch hit for Luke Williams. Sure be a good time for his first home run as a Brave. Pitch on the way to Verdugo, and there's a ball inside. 1 ball and no strikes on Alex Verdugo. We did not see him in game 1. Remember, they had the lefty Ranger Suarez on the mound. So this is his first action of the series. 1-0 low and inside. 2 ball and no strikes on Verdugo.
I like these red jerseys with the gray pants. How about you?
I love it. Hitters count for Verdugo. And he'll ground one out to second. Stott is up with it. He'll throw over to first base for the out. 1 down. You know how much I enjoy uniforms, and I love getting to describe the uniforms every single game. And I love those Friday nights at home when we get to see these red uniforms. So I love the fact that the Braves are breaking them out on the road now.
I think it's a great option.
Yeah, really good look.
I wonder if they'd consider wearing the navy blue tops at home with the white pants. That'd look great, too.
It sure would. Definitely would. Ozzie Albies takes a called strike. It's a really good lineup of uniforms, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I wonder if you have to get permission from MLB to wear a jersey you normally wear at home.
Well, 1 high and outside, 1-1.
And they're kind of the uniform police, kind of like the NFL. Although maybe not as bad as the NFL.
1-1 to Albies, and he swings and fouls 1 back. Well, I don't know the answer to that, but what I do know, I remember asking about the process of changing uniforms one time, and it was explained to me that if you want to change your uniforms, you want a brand new look. There's the 1-2 pitch on the way. And Ozzie's going to loop one out to short, leap into the air. Trey Turner brings it down. And 2 away here in the 7th inning. That if a team were to completely change out their uniforms, and the good news is the Braves haven't done that in years, and it's a great traditional look, but for teams that do that, you have to inform the league 13 months in advance.
I'd heard that.
So It's not like you could go into an offseason and say, you know what, we want brand new uniforms for next season. That apparently is not allowed. And you would need a 13-month process with the league before they give the nod to that and allow you to move forward with it. There's a ball high. 1 ball and no strikes on Austin Riley. 3-2 Phillies, top of the 7th. Riley slugs one up the middle and a base hit into left center field.
Yeah.
That's his 2nd base hit in this game.
And just like the first one, he hit it off his back foot. Got his bat extended, got his arms extended, and just raked that pitch.
Now the bat in the hands of Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna is 0 for 2 in his career versus Orion Kerkering with 2 strikeouts. Also 1 walk in there. Tying run at first. Go ahead run to the plate. Ball inside. Coming up between innings, it'll be the 7th inning stretch brought to you by 13 Heroes, a premium line of spirits founded to honor the lives of the 13 service members killed in Afghanistan in 2021. Help turn tragedy into legacy by visiting 13heroes.com today. Ground ball tapped to the right side to his left now. Stott from shallow right, gloves and fires over, and there's the 3rd out. Braves got a 2-out single by Riley, but the inning disappears on them after that. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, 3-2 Philadelphia.
Go ahead, caller. Got a question for Michael Harris II?
Michael, seriously, is that your Ford Bronco?
Yeah, a custom.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance.
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastballs. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he...
CFI 215, Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee 5656, MMLS number 141654. Not available in North Carolina.
The official hotel partner of your Atlanta Braves, Ami Hotel at the Battery Atlanta, is more than just a stay. We're your clubhouse, where everyone knows your name. Book your stay at amihotels.com/Battery Atlanta.
Stream Braves baseball in crystal clear HD on the Fan app. Now with Apple CarPlay, so you can get it directly through your dashboard. Download the Fan app now.
Into the bottom of the 7th. Wouldn't you know it, getting late in another game, and the Braves down by 1 run. It's 3-2 Phillies here in the bottom of the 7th. Top of the order for the Phillies, starting with Bryson Stott. Pitch from Bummer, soft ground ball to second. Ozzie backhands, plants and throws, 1 pitch and 1 down. Did you know the all-time hot sauce leader in RBIs is the original Louisiana brand hot sauce? It's like a double play for your mouth. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some. Here comes Brian Snitker. That'll be it for Bummers. They'll go to the right-hander Pierce Johnson. This is the Pennington Grass Seed call to the bullpen. And if you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves grounds crew. Pennington Grass Seed rooted.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
680 The Fan.
3-2 Phillies, bottom of the 7th, 1 out. Pierce Johnson on to pitch for Atlanta. 4th of the day used by Brian Snitker. Pierce is 1-1, a 2.37 ERA. Only 5 walks to 21 strikeouts in 19 innings. One of the numbers for Pierce that's a good one for any reliever, and that's first batter retired. He is 17 out of 21.
There to greet him, Trey Turner. By the way, that was a nice job by Bummer as he faced 5 batters. Hit 1 batter, but got the rest. Had a couple of strikeouts. First pitch to Trey Turner. And a first pitch strike. Right in with the fastball at 94. Right-hander Pierce Johnson. Right at the tomahawk, and the 0-1 pitch on the way to Trey Turner. Turner sends one foul down into our right. Turner 2 for 8 in his career versus Pierce Johnson. Couple of walks, 3 strikeouts. Could really use a 1-2-3 inning. Braves pitchers have turned in just 1 of those in this game. That was all the way back in the first. 0-2 pitch. Low and outside with a curveball. Johnson ready to deal. The 1-2 pitch on the way to Trey Turner. Here it comes. Low and outside with another curve. Braves in the 8th will have Olson, Murphy, and White due up. That's 4, 5, and 6 in the order. And it's on Pierce Johnson's shoulders to keep it a 1-run deficit. He cuts loose the 2-2. And Turner fouls it back. Just didn't make contact with that curveball. Well, there have been so many innings here lately, and really all season, where a Braves pitcher, a Braves reliever is on the mound needing to keep them quiet to keep it a 1-run deficit.
Tons of them.
2-2 pitch. Fouled back. And over time, that'll add a lot of strain to your pin, won't it?
Well, it will, and kind of wears you down mentally, too, when there are so many close games.
Trailing 3-2. We're in the bottom of the 7th. There's the 2-2 to Turner. Low and outside with a curve. Now it's 3-2.
Trey Turner really stepping away from the plate. Stepping in the bucket, if you will, looking for that breaking ball inside.
Ready with his payoff pitch. Johnson brings it. Turner pulls it foul. Right behind their third base coach, Dusty Wathan.
And that time, Turner didn't stride at all. Must have been looking for the fastball.
Turner's got the average at 306. Shortstop out of NC State. And again the 3-2. And he swings, and it's a fly ball to deep center. Michael Harris sprinting back. Harris goes to the wall. Michael is there. Makes the catch and then sits down right up against the wall. Well, anything his way he's gone to get, including a massive home run robbery earlier in the game. That one would have stayed in the ballpark, but would have hit off the fence on the fly if it's not for Harris.
Well, that's Death Valley out there today, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's at least 4, if not 5, that have been hit right to the wall or just over it.
Braves down a run. 2 down for Kyle Schwarber here in the bottom of the 7th. There's a ball outside. The ball that Harris robbed of Kepler, and that was back in the 4th inning. Traveled 403 feet. There's the 1-0 fouled back. The deepest marking on the wall, at least in center field, 401. Just to the left of that, just to the left of the batter's eye is the deepest marking in the ballpark at 409. But he hit it 403 feet, and that actually would have been a home run in 10 of 30 ballparks in the big leagues.
I believe it.
There's the 1-1 pitch on the way to Kyle Schwarber. And Schwarber takes a called strike. Ball and 2 strikes. Pierce Johnson hoping for a 1-2-3 bottom of the 7th. Ahead of Schwarber. 1-2 to the plate. And Schwarber tees off. Deep right field, a no doubter into the second deck for his 19th homer of the year. And the Phillies get a little bit of insurance here in the bottom of the 7th and now lead it 4-2. First time Schwarber's ever had a base hit versus Pierce Johnson. He was previously 0 for 4, and he just made up for it with one that traveled a mile.
He is so short and quick to the ball, and I know he strikes out a lot, 56 times on the year. But, folks, when he hits it, it sounds like a homer and looks like a homer.
4-2 Phillies here in the bottom of the 7th. Alec Bohm takes a called strike.
Where do you think that would have landed at Truist? On top of the...
Probably on top of the chop house. Yeah. Bohm takes a called strike.
He hits a lot of homers, and to his credit, all he does is lay the bat down and go into his Babe Ruth-like trot.
Oh-2 on the way to Bohm. Low and outside with a curveball.
And did I mention he's going to be a free agent?
Yes. By the way, that traveled 438 feet. Came off the bat at 112 miles an hour. Johnson's 1-2 and a fly ball to deep right. Ronald Acuna drifting back. Ronald to the wall, and he opens the glove and makes the catch right in front of the right field wall. That's the 3rd out, but Kyle Schwarber hits one out of the county. They tack on a run. We go to the top of the 8th, 4-2 Phillies.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Phillies, the lefty, Matt Strom comes on to work. He worked here Tuesday night, 1 inning, gave up a walk, had a strikeout. He's 1-3 with a 3.18 ERA, 28 strikeouts in 22 innings.
He's got a 2-run cushion here in the top of the 8th. There's Matt Olson. Olson swings and fouls back the first pitch he sees.
Final pitching line for the Braves and Summer.
Olson, Murphy, and White here in the top of the 8th inning. Phillies going with Sanchez, Kerkering, and Strom on the mound thus far. Tall, lean lefty Strom deals. And a ball low and outside, missed with his cutter. Like we mentioned earlier, this is the only action in Major League Baseball as far as the matinees go. Everything else is under the lights this evening. There are only 5 games scheduled across Major League Baseball today, and 2 of them are right here in Philadelphia. Here's the 1-1. And Olson takes a sinker outside. Looked like a good pitch, but doesn't get the call. 2-1 on Olson. So in other words, there's not a whole lot to report for the SIA scoreboard update. I have a little bit more to update you with this evening with other ball games taking place. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Olson, broken bat flare out to third, caught out of the air by Edmundo Sosa, and 1 down. Washington is in Seattle tonight. Tampa Bay is in Houston, and the Blue Jays will be hosting the A's. And that's the SIA LTL Freight scoreboard delivering those scores, the official freight carrier of the Atlanta Braves.
Well, Houston's had some more bad luck with the starting pitcher, huh?
Yeah, Ronel Blanco. Tommy John surgery. That's an Astros team 5 games over 500 and a half game out of first. Line drive foul into the seat off the bat of Sean Murphy. The Rays 1 game over 500. Blue Jays 1 game under 500. The Mariners pacing the West by a half games. They're 6 games over. Here's the pitch on the way to Murphy. A little bit high.
Mariners getting good pitching, and what a year they're getting from Cal Raleigh, catcher. Great numbers.
He's got massive slugging numbers this season, amongst the best. 1-1 to Murphy. Not his best swing. Fooled there on a slider. Murphy's been on twice. 1-2 pitch. Check swing on a slider. They appeal down the first baseline, and Brock Ballou says that he did not go. It is interesting. You mentioned before the game, this is game 54 for the Braves, so a third of the way through. And most of the teams in the game are at least at 54, some a few more than that. And it is interesting now to glance at the standings, see where everybody is a third of the way in. 2-2 for Murphy. Pitch from Strahm, and he gets into one to deep left. That is jolted hard and out of the ballpark. Sean Murphy blasts one into the seats beyond the left field wall. It's his 9th home run of the season, and RBI number 20, and it's a 1-run game again.
94-mile-an-hour fastball he turned around. Just the 2nd home run allowed by Strahm this year.
He had some good swings, was fouling off some tough pitches, and then got one he was able to groove out of here. Braves' first home run of the day. Here's Eli White, and White takes a called strike. So the homer the Phillies just got by Schwarber is answered an inning later by Sean Murphy, and back to a 1-run game. Braves have 10 hits in the game. 0-1 to White. Bounce foul to the third baseline. That home run by Sean Murphy, the first of the game for the Braves, meaning you'll save at least $75 on a set of select tires at Tire Discounters tomorrow only, plus a free alignment, a free oil change. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way. Low and inside. Stay tuned for the Hyundai postgame show. See how much you'll save tomorrow at Tire Discounters. Visit TireDiscounters.com/Braves to learn more. The homer by Sean Murphy, 412 feet to left field. And off the bat at 107 miles an hour. Base is empty, 1 down. 1-2 to White. Low and inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. It sure would be good to get Eli White aboard for Ronald Acuna.
Sure would be good just to see Eli pull one like he's been hitting to center. 3 deep fly ball outs today.
2-2 pitch. And he reaches and fouls back a fastball that was away. Yeah, he's had no problem getting the barrel on it, has he?
No.
Phillies 4, Braves 3, top of the 8th. 2-2 to White. And he'll pop one up. Right side of the infield, Alec Boehm is under it, backpedaling into the outfield grass, makes the catch just back of the infield cutout. 2 away in the 8th inning. Now the bat in the hands of Ronald Acuna. We've seen Ronald for one trip to the plate. He singled and drove in a run in the 6th inning. Acuna 1 for 5 in his career versus the left-hander Strahm. First pitch on the way to Acuna. Check swing. That's fouled back. Just grazed the barrel and came to the backstop, and it's 0-1 on the Braves right fielder. Phillies with 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 7th for their 4 runs. Braves with 2 in the 6th and 1 in the 8th. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Tying run to the plate, 2 down. 0-1 to Acuna. Big healthy cut, but a miss at a fastball. Strahm brings the 0-2. And there's a hard swing out towards the gap in left center field, down for a base hit, rolling to the wall. Ronald Acuna into second base, and it's a 2-out double. So that's twice this inning that Strahm was 1 strike away from retiring the batter. Gave up a homer to Murphy, gives up a double to Acuna. And good 2-strike hitting for the Braves here in the top of the 8th inning.
Can't begin to tell you how quick Ronald's bat is right now. Behind in the count, really waited a long time on that pitch and just crushed it.
Now Caleb Cotham to the mound. It'll be Michael Harris to the plate, but the Braves have the tying run at second base with 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. So the Phillies have the meeting on the mound. This is a good opportunity right here for the Braves on a day where they haven't had a ton of good opportunities. Early on, they had a hard time just getting a runner to second base, but they came forth with 2 runs in the 6th inning, 1 so far here in the 8th inning. Braves have gone 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position in the game. Michael Harris 1 for 3 in the game, a single and 2 strikeouts. Left on left matchup. Pitch from Strahm, and he swings and misses at a fastball down. And that's been the biggest weakness for Harris here lately, is pitches down, fastballs or sliders down in the dirt, and just not having the discipline to stay back. Lunging for them and missing. Base hit should tie the game. 0-1 on Harris. 0-1 pitch. That'll be fouled off of his foot.
I remember the first time we saw Michael Harris II in spring training a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And he was driving the ball so well to left field, a lot like Drake Baldwin does.
Right.
Haven't seen much of that lately, and he's got a huge opening on the left side against this lefty pitcher.
The 0-2. And he hits one in the air deep down the right field line, out towards the line and down for a base hit. That'll tie the game. Hooked it down the line. He's reaching for second base, and he goes in with an RBI double. Game is tied at 4 as he hooked one down the right field line. That's his 32nd RBI of the year. And we're back to even at 4 apiece here in the top of the 8th inning.
Strahm was trying to throw him a sweeper way to the outside part of the plate, but left it out over the plate, and Michael was able to reach it and hook it.
And that'll be it for Strahm. 3 times he had batters down to 2 strikes and couldn't put them away. Homer by Murphy, double by Acuna, double by Harris, and a 4-4 game. And the Phillies make the Pennington Grass Seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
New pitcher, the right-hander Ruiz, taking over for Strom. Strom wasn't getting too many swings and misses, faced 5 batters, gave up 3 hits. And now they call upon the right-hander as he'll face Allen. And I'll tell you what, for a team that's really been struggling offensively, especially late in games, finishing games trailing by a run, just to have this surge late against an opposing team's bullpen is enormous.
Ruiz throws hard, 95, 97, changeup and a slider. He's only been in 14 games.
And Nick Allen there to greet him. First pitch to Allen, low and outside. Allen 1 for 2 versus Ruiz in his career, so he's had some success. The one was a single. That's all it takes to give the Braves the lead right here. Go ahead run at second, 2 down in the top of the 8th inning. 1-0 pitch, and Allen takes a called strike. That's sinker 94. Phillies have used Kerkering, Strom, and now Ruiz out of their bullpen. A dozen hits for the Braves. Here's the 1-1. Missed high. Went upstairs with that sinker. Nick Allen came into the game at shortstop in the 7th inning, so this is his first trip to the plate. Luke Williams was the starting shortstop, and the Braves pinch hit for him last inning. 2-1, check swing tapper back to the mound. Glove by Ruiz at the foot of the mound. Jogs halfway to the bag. Underhand toss to Bulb, and there's the 3rd out. But the Braves come through with a couple of runs. Homer by Murphy. RBI double by Harris. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning in a 4-4 game.
Hi, I'm too busy enjoying the summer in my sweet new Toyota. Stuck inside all day? Couldn't be me. Not during the Summer Starts Here sales event, where there are...
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What? Boom.
Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are...
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
TravelCobb.org.
Hey, Braves fans, don't get tricked into following the baseball season or the Atlanta sports scene anywhere else. Listen to me, Chris Domino, and Nick Cellini weekdays from 10 to 2 on 680 The Fan.
Hey, we got a tie Wago. We're going to the bottom half of the 8th inning, and Daysbel Hernandez, who worked here 2 nights ago but had a rough outing, he gave up a couple of hits, a couple of walks, and a run. Daysbel will come on for the year. He's 3-0 with a 1.96 ERA in 22 outings.
Man, how about a quick inning? That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Keep that momentum on the Braves side and have the top of the order due up in the 9th inning. Nick Castellanos is 3 for 3 in this game. 3 singles. Here's the first pitch on the way from Daysbel Hernandez. Castellanos hits a comebacker up the middle, off the mound, off the bag at second, and into center field. That looked like a skipping stone across a pond going right back up the middle.
And it's just the same swing every time, Ben. If you keep throwing him pitches where he can extend those arms, and we keep talking about how the top hand comes off the bat, he's going to smoke it. Might have to try to figure out how to jam him somehow.
Yeah. He's at first for Max Kepler. Left-handed hitter. Takes the ball down and in. That knock for Castellanos came so quickly we didn't even have a chance to introduce you to our contestant in the Yanmar strikeout the side inning. No winner in this game with that leadoff base hit for Castellanos. Pitch from Hernandez on a strike on the outside corner. Here in the Yanmar strikeout the side inning, if Daysbel Hernandez had struck out the side, our contestant Jeremiah Williams would have been the lucky winner of a brand new Yanmar utility terrain vehicle. Enter all season long at Braves.com/Yanmar. Pitch on the way, low and inside. You do that, that'll give you a chance to win a Yanmar UTV and to be entered for a grand prize drawing at the end of the season. Yanmar, built together, back longer. 4-4 game, bottom of the 8th. Max Kepler 0 for 3. He's hit into a double play. Check swing. Did not go after that slider from Hernandez. So now a 3-1 count on Max Kepler. He faced Hernandez in game 1, and he walked. Time called by Kepler. He steps out, takes a practice swing. 4 runs on 12 hits for the Braves, no errors. 4 runs on 10 hits and no errors for the Phillies. Daysbel Hernandez brings the 3-1. Ground ball foul to the right field line.
Remember, they've got JT Realmuto on their bench. They also, if available, have Bryce Harper over there.
Castellanos at first base, held by Olsen. Hernandez set right at the belt. 3-2 pitch, and he missed low for ball 4. So a single and a walk, not at all how Daysbel Hernandez envisioned this inning beginning. And now Edmundo Sosa is the batter. Sosa has been on once. He was hit by a pitch 2 innings ago. Outside of that, a strikeout and a flyout.
The difficult part here, folks, for Brian Snitker, Daysbel's had a good year so far. Sub-2 ERA, undefeated. And he's the 8th inning guy. He's been the setup guy. So that's who you go to. That's the guy you rely on, even though he had a bad outing here the other night. He got some work in, had a bad outing, okay. But these are the guys you rely on, and then suddenly you can't count on them. You never know what you're going to get.
Right. Pinch runner into the game for Castellanos at second base. That is Johan Rojas. Rojas down at second. And the batter is Edmundo Sosa. He squares to bunt. Braves charge. It's down the third baseline. Riley's got it. Fires to first. Ozzie covering. And they get the out. Sack bunt by Edmundo Sosa, executed perfectly.
I'm telling you, that's about as good as it gets. If you want to draw it up, Matt Olson was charging hard from first and wasn't more than 15 or 20 feet from home plate. And Sosa, as you're supposed to do in that situation, bunted it to third and forced Riley to field it. Textbook. Now the bat in the hands of Brandon Marsh. Infield is in. Go ahead run at third.
One down, pitch on the way low and in. Good snag by Sean Murphy. He just saved the day there. Going to his right and backhanding in the dirt to keep it from going to the backstop. Brandon Marsh with a walk and 2 strikeouts in the game. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball foul right outside the bag at first. Boy, that was close. Talk about dodging a bullet. One and one. Hernandez would love a strikeout. There's his 1-1 pitch. Missed inside. He had him jackknifing out of the way of that fastball that came in at 98. Hernandez did face Marsh in game 1. Struck him out. But a 2-1 pitch on the way. Check swing. They appeal. Strike 2. Good slider.
Yeah, it was. Took something off of it.
Phillies have Jordan Romano tossing in their bullpen. A 4-4 game in the bottom of the 8th. Game 1 of a doubleheader. Ready with a 2-2. Here it comes. And he missed low with a slider. This place gets riled up. Over 32,000 announced here for game 1 of the doubleheader on a Thursday afternoon. Hernandez needs his best selection right here. Comes set of the belt. 3-2. And that's fouled off. Went with a slider. Well, I think you feel good about the slider down or even the fastball elevated, but it's got to be executed.
Yeah. And it's not to be executed down and in. That's where the wheelhouse is for Marsh.
Again, the 3-2. Missed high. Went with a fastball too high and even away. And that walk loads the bases. And now to be Rafael Marsh onto the plate with a sacks pack full of Phillies. He's the man who put the Phillies on the board back in the 3rd inning with a 2-run homer. And he's been on base 3 times in the game, including a walk and 2 runs scored. Marchand, switch hitter, batting left. First pitch. And he missed outside with a slider. Marchand has hit into 1 double play this year, but again batting from the left side against the righty Hernandez. 1-0 pitch. Missed high, 2-0. And this starting to look like what we saw the other night, Joe, in that 8th inning with a back-to-back walk.
Yeah, where he was so wild. Ozzie Albies and Murphy called time to talk to him. And here comes Rick Kranitz on the trot.
Well, the other night he had back-to-back walks, walked in a run. Rick went out there, settled him down. He struck out the next batter. But right here, the bases are loaded, just 1 down. He's facing Marchand for the very first time in his career. And after Marchand, it would be Stott back to the top of the order. Braves tied the game with 2 runs in the top of this inning. And then here in the bottom of the 8th, leadoff single by Castellanos, walk to Kepler, sac bunt by Sosa, and a walk to Marsh.
I believe that's Dylan Dodd throwing out in the Braves pen now.
It is indeed Dodd out there. 2 balls and no strikes on Marchand. He steadies his bat. Pitch on the way. Takes a vicious hack and a miss at a slider. Daysville Hernandez slowly back up the front slope of the mound. Now his right foot on the first base side of the rubber. Set of the belt. 2-1. Check swing. He did go. Back-to-back good sliders.
You know what, Ben? I think maybe that visit to the mound really helped because Daysville was trying to throw everything through a brick wall. He's trying to throw hard, harder, and hardest. He's backed off here on these 2 sliders, and they've been beauties.
And also taking a little bit more time between pitches. Ready with his 2-2. He deals. Low and in, almost hit him in the foot, or did it hit him? They say that it hit him in the foot. That's going to give the Phillies the lead. Home plate umpire Bruce Dregman pointed at the foot of Marchand and pointed him to first base. Daysbel hits the batter. We'll see if the Braves want to take a peek at it.
Well, needless to say, for a go-ahead run, you want to double check.
And the Braves will. It bounced right in front of the foot, and he jumped back. Watching the replay.
Yeah, it looked like it got him. I don't know if it did. It just skipped over the top, but I think it did.
It's like it brushed a shoelace, which is all he needed. It's down and in, and he tilted that right foot back, and it just grazed the top of the foot. And the hit batter drives in Johan Rojas to give the Phillies a 5-4 lead.
Came close to hitting both feet.
The crew chief is Bruce Dregman. He's also the home plate umpire. So we will hear him give us the verdict in just a moment. You know, the replay center in New York has all their eyes on this game. There's not another game going on. So they're watching this from every angle. Yeah, I mean, we've seen it 2-3 times from a few different angles. I don't think there's any doubt it caught the right foot.
Well, I don't think there's enough to overturn it.
Call on the field stands. The runner was
Call stands, 5-4 Phillies. And here comes Brian Snitker. So the Phillies have them loaded still. One down. They have a 5-4 lead. And the Braves make the Pennington Grass Seed call to the bullpen. If you're looking to transform your lawn this year, turn to Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Ram Trucks. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
In a doubleheader, per Major League rules, you're allowed to add a player to be the 27th man. And today, that man is Dylan Dodd, who's up from Gwinnett. If you throw out his first outing of the year, Dodd has pitched to a .260 ERA with 24 strikeouts and 1 walk at Gwinnett. And in his last 11 games has an .084 ERA. So he comes out really throwing the ball well.
This is the first time he's pitched in a big league game since August 7th of last year. And he inherits the bases loaded. One down for Bryson Stott. Left-on-left matchup. Infield is in. 5-4 Phillies. First pitch from Dodd. And a miss low and outside with a slider. Stott is 2 for 4. A couple of singles. And the 2 times they've gotten him, a ground out to second and a fly out to left. Left-hander Dodd set right at the belt on the 1-0 pitch. Missed the outside corner with a slider.
Oh, good pitch.
Hitters count for Stott. Phillies have taken the lead. Now they're looking to pad the lead. On the 2-0 pitch. Right there. Sinker over for a called strike, 2-1. Braves have turned one double play in this game, but this would not be an easy man to double up. Two one from Dodd. Strike on the outside corner with a sinker.
Tell you what, though, you would take a ground ball right at somebody just to cut down the runner from third.
Definitely. They've got Marchand at first, Marsh at second, Kepler at third. Lefty Dodd ready to deal. Rares back and fires. And a big swing and a miss and a slider for strike 3.
How about that?
That's a big bounce back, especially after falling down 2-0.
Well, and Stott took 2 fastballs right there and then chased a slider that was borderline.
Now the 7th batter of the inning is Trey Turner. Bases loaded. 2 down in the bottom of the 8th inning. 5-4 Philadelphia. Dodd goes to work. Turner swings and misses at a slider low and in. That about hit him in the back foot as he was swinging and missing. Slider looking sharp. Had some good sinker location that at bat versus Stott. A 1 pitch. Turner flies one towards deep right center. Acuna and Harris coming together. This will be Acuna's ball on the warning track in right center field. That was an adventure battling the sun, but Ronald able to squeeze it. And that ends the bottom of the 8th. The Phillies retake the lead on the bases loaded hit by pitch to Marchand. We go.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Ram Trucks. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Available at the Home Depot.
Finn here. Don't miss Atlanta Braves today and your chance to win a pair of Brave tickets every weekday morning in the locker room during the 7 a.m. hour on the radio home of the Atlanta Braves, 680 The Fan.
These changes for the Phillies as we go to the ninth. Rojas stays in the game to play center field. Kepler moves from left to right. Marsh moves from center field to left field. On the pitch, the new closer for the Phillies, and that's Jordan Romano, who picked up a save here 2 nights ago, and he got the Braves in order with a strikeout. He'll face the top of the order for the Braves, down a run.
Starting with Ozzie Albies, he extended his hitting streak to 13 straight with a single way back in the first inning. Since then, 2 groundouts and a lineout. Batting from the left side against the right-hander Romano. First pitch he sees misses high. A ball and no strikes.
Throws hard, 94 to upper 90s with a slider.
These 2 teams have been duking it out down the stretch. And the Phillies leading by a run in the top of the 9th. There's the 1-0 pitch. Albies takes a ball inside, 2-0.
Attention media. Phillies manager Ron Johnson will be available between games.
Albies, Riley, and Ozuna for the Braves here in the top of the 9th. 2-0 pitch. Misses high, 3-0. Well, like you mentioned, Romano had a 1-2-3 inning the other night, but he's had some ups and downs here of late. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Outside, ball 4.
Wow.
4 straight missed the mark. Ozzie down to first, and right now let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Braves Radio Network.
Never miss a pitch of the Braves.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station.
The Fan, and streaming free on the Fan app.
Tying run is at first. Go-ahead run at the plate at Austin Riley. Pickoff over to first base, and back into the dive, Ozzie Albies. Ozzie Albies 5 for 5 in the stolen base department. Riley's been swinging it very well. 2 for 4 with 2 singles and a run scored in this game. And Riley takes the first pitch strike.
He's 5 for 5 with an asterisk. He stole his 6th base early in the game, and he had to go back to first.
That's right.
Because of obstruction by Marcell Ozuna on the catcher.
There goes Ozzie. Pitch on the way. There's a strike. They're down to second base. Feet first slide, and they got it. Rafael Marchand popped up and set one on a line down to second. And Ozzie Albies caught stealing.
That was a quick pop, catch and throw, and no argument from Atlanta.
That tag hit him right on the left knee as he was going in for that feet first slide. Good tag by Bryson Stott.
You said he was an infielder, Ben. He threw that down there like a second baseman turning a double play.
Yeah, he did. 0-2 on Riley. Here it is from Romano. And he swings and misses at strike 3. And my, how this 9th inning took a turn in just a blink of an eye. Braves had the leadoff man on, and then within 2 pitches, 2 outs. 2 down for Ozuna, who is 1 for 4. Bases empty, 2 down, and the pitch on the way. Ozuna takes a called strike. That fastball 97 on the outside corner. Ozuna 0 for 1 in his career versus Romano. Phillies need 1 more out to claim game 1 of this doubleheader, and they'd also take this series. 0-1 pitch. Ozuna check swing. Did not go, and the count even 1-1. If Ozuna can reach, Matt Olson would come to the plate. But the Braves are down to their final few swings. Trailing 5-4 in the top of the 9th. 1-1 to Ozuna. Missed high, 2 balls and a strike.
2 nights ago, the Phillies got an add-on run on a bases-loaded walk. And today in Game 1, they get a run, a go-ahead run, on a hit batsman.
2-1 to Ozuna. A reach and a miss. 2-2. And the Phillies are 1 strike away from taking Game 1, and with it this series. And they'd be set up to go for a sweep in the nightcap this evening. Ozuna steadies his bat. Romano brings the 2-2. Missed high and away. Fastball was close but missed his mark, and now Ozuna request time and is granted by Bruce Streichman. 32,000 plus on their feet as the sun has popped out once again here in Philadelphia. Tall, lean right-hander Romano comes set at the belt. 3-2 to the plate. Missed high, ball 4. And the Braves still have life here in the 9th inning. The tying run back aboard. And here comes Matt Olson. Olson is 1 for 3 in his career versus Romano.
And Drake Baldwin's going to come in and run for Marcell.
So the Braves improve the wheels over there at first base. So now it's Matt Olson, who in his career has put up some massive numbers in this ballpark. And the Braves need him to come through in the worst way right here. Representing the go-ahead run. First pitch to him. He swings at a ground ball. That will find a hole with a base hit into right field. Around second base, heading for third, Baldwin. He goes from one side of the infield to the other. A base hit by Olson, and they're at the corners with 2 down.
Boy, that was well placed. It was not hit hard, so hard that Baldwin couldn't go first to third. Drake almost fell down heading into second base trying to make the turn.
So now Murphy comes to the plate, and it's Murphy who had one of the biggest base hits of the game for the Braves, a homer last inning. And oh, by the way, he has taken Romano deep in his career. Murphy 1 for 2 against him with a home run. All you need is a base hit to tie the game. Pitch on the way. Murphy swings deep down the left field line to the pole, and a foul ball. Just missed grazing the foul pole deep down the left field line. Nothing and 1 on Murphy. Romano cupping his ear with his glove to hear the PitchCom device. Now straightens. 0-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, and the Braves down to their final strike again. So many times late in this game, the Braves are down to 2 strikes and found a way. And now they're asking Murphy to find a way one more time to at least tie up the game. Baldwin at third, Olson at first, 2 down. 0-2 to Murphy. Low and outside, 1-2. Good eye laying off the slider. Philly fans on their feet. Well, they have watched their team have a difficult time finding that final out here in the 9th inning. Murphy steadies his bat. A 1-2 pitch. Check swing. They appeal. Did not go. And the Philly fans beside themselves. Watching the replay on the check swing. That's a good call. Didn't go.
It was a good call.
Counted 2-2. Braves fighting down to the final out here in this one. 2-2 pitch. Came inside, almost hit him.
Tell you, it's been nothing but sliders since Murphy hit that one near the pole on the first pitch. He's kind of reluctant to throw him a heater again.
Tying run at third. 3-2 on Sean Murphy. There goes Olson. Pitch on the way. Outside, ball 4, and they're loaded for Eli White.
Great at bat. Just great.
Caleb Cotham, the pitching coach for the Phillies, will emerge from the first base dugout. So the Braves have them loaded in the 9th inning. They've stayed in the fight. Late in this game, there are multiple times where it looked like the Phillies might run away and hide. Well, the Braves have been able to put up a fight and hang in there here in the 9th inning. Even with 2 down and the bases empty, that's when all this started. A walk, a single, and then another walk.
Well, it's about time the Braves caught a break, you know, like with a hit batsman or another walk to force in a run. But I'll tell you what, I'd take a base hit from Eli today. He's hit the ball hard 3 times.
He's 0 for 8 in this series. And Eli White will climb in there against the right-hander Romano.
The thing that's great is that the runners on the crack of the bat can take off running. They don't have to wait to see if it's going to drop or fall in.
Eli is certainly due. He's 0 for his last 15. First pitch on the way. Swung on and bounced foul over by the Braves dugout. 0-1. Eli White has never faced Jordan Romano in his career. Phillies 5, Braves 4. 2 down, top of the 9th. Sacks packed full of Braves. And Romano working. This will be his 22nd pitch of the inning. 0-1 to White. Swung on and sent foul up into the second deck down the first base line. And once again, the Braves down to their final swing. Fans rise to their feet once again. Right on right matchup as Romano looks into his catcher Marchand. White awaits. And the 0-2. Check swing. On appeal. Braves still alive. Didn't go. A calm Eli White backs out of there. Now digs back in. Shade covers the field as Romano straightens. And the 1-2. A called third strike to end the game. Low and away, it looked like it missed the zone, but Bruce Dreckman said strike 3. And the Braves find themselves once again on the short end of the stick in a one-run game. For the Braves in the 9th, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 men left on base. Final score, Phillies 5, Braves 4. Back with the totals after this.
Hey Braves fans, spring and warm weather are officially here, and you know what that means. Bugs, termites, mosquitoes, ants, and roaches will be out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home pest-free inside and out. Arrow Exterminators protects homes and businesses and is the official pest control provider of Truist Park and the Atlanta Braves, so you know that you're getting the best from the best. To set up a free pest inspection, call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Ram Trucks. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.